Hello and welcome to more of the Dragon Warrior live guide creation writing stream thing gone live. I'm your host, Saigan, and we are still grinding to get items and information. And that's the thing about Dragon Warrior 1. It is 90% grind. I love the power glove. It's so bad. Kids these days don't know about the wizard. California. Alright. We're going to go back to gold golems, I think. So we can get that magic armor. There have been multiple requests and suggestions that I do the guide for all versions of the game. So, yes, I think that would be better. That would also greatly increase the length of this project. So, I don't know. I feel like I should run a poll on that. Like, do you guys want to see the guide sooner? Or wait, 3 times as long? So bad. To get the full and complete version. Holy crap. Like, I guess doing the remakes wouldn't be that hard to do, because they're all essentially the same game. The biggest difference is going to be the monster names and a couple of the item names. Pit Dude, what's up, man? Hello and welcome. Guess who got a sore throat from screaming about DQ and Smash? Is it me? Or is it you? Or is it both of us? Gabe, how's it going? Hey, Radiant casts 3. Have I written that down yet? Magic. Radiant. I did. Oh, man, you know what else? We got, outside at level 12. Prevent the enemy from casting spells.
I love the power glove.
Also, we should see how much outside costs. So, 55. Oof, 6. 6 MP needed. We haven't written down how much MP stop spell requires.
Yeah, well, just keep your power gloves up.
46. 44. So stop spell costs 2. We totally wrote the wrong thing in the wrong place, but that's okay. Whoops. Gone too far. Okay. Teleports the user out of the cave. Surely the different versions don't differentiate enough to warrant their own guides. Oh, Joseph Kirby. So the NES version is the most different. The most different. The NES version has entirely different dungeons from the remakes. The remakes all essentially have the same maps. The original does not. The remakes have much more. Their maps are much more to modern standards, instead of what's essentially a top-down wizardry map. Are you a Smash fan, or are you just happy about DQ Hero being respected as a gaming icon? Mostly the second one. I think that DQ being in Smash is something that should have happened back in, like, Melee. I mean, they put Fire Emblem in. Although I guess Melee was still all just Nintendo characters. Regardless, it's great news for the franchise. How's Garen finding Dragon Warrior 2? He hasn't been lately. We've been really busy. He's at, like, summer camp, and then he's spending the weekends at his mom's house, so he's there. Am I going to be maining 8? Possibly. I guess it's time for me to finally pick up the new Smash Brothers, because I haven't done it yet. Aren't most of the DQs on Nintendo consoles? So 1 and 2, while they came out on the NES originally, they were also made available on the MSX computer system in Japan. They were also made available for phones. More importantly, I believe 1, 2, and 3 have all had their mobile versions ported over to the PlayStation 4. Dragon Quest 4 was remade for the PS1. DQ6, I think, has only been on Nintendo stuff, if you don't count. Oh yeah, DQ5 has a remake that's exclusive to the PS2. DQ6, if you don't count mobile, has only been on Nintendo consoles. DQ7 was originally launched on the PlayStation 1. DQ8 was originally launched on the PS2. DQ9 has its one and only release. 10 came out on the Wii first and then got ported to the Wii U and PC. Is it also on PS4 now? It might be. The only ones who weren't initially released on Nintendo were 7, 8, and 9, right? I want to say Dragon Quest 1 and 2 were not exclusively released to the Famicom. I want to say that they came out on the MSX at the same time. Oh shit, Firewolf is here. Fun's over. Everybody go home. You know, Firewolf, if you would just shut up, I wouldn't know that you're around. Kyle Sanderson, question, Saigan. Other than the dungeons, what changes were made to the Game Boy Color version of that might make this guide not as useful for that version, like maybe broken spells or stats? The only broken, like downright broken thing in this game, because it's not near as broken as FF1, the fighter's ring in the NES version of the game doesn't do anything. And that is fixed in the remakes. But the amount of gold and experience that you get from enemies is very different in the remakes. By like a huge amount. So yeah, in addition to the dungeons, there's the fighter's ring, and then the gold and XP values of monsters. Yeah, the fact that Phantasy Star Online 2 is getting localized, like, I think that we should work to make Phantasy Star Online 2 really popular, because then Square Enix will look at it and be like, huh, maybe we can release our game like 7 years after the fact in the West, and it'll be fine. You know? That was rude. I should have cast Sleep. I gotta say, as critical as I am of the original, my hype levels for FF7 are, they're getting up there. They're getting up there. Firewolf says, I have to announce myself. You need to be aware of when I'm consciously trying to ruin you versus passive debuffs. That's true, but I think the passive debuffs are worse. Because when something horrible happens, then you're like, yo, what's up? I'm here. That's worse. Square Enix will see the PSO2 numbers and say it didn't break 4 million in sales. What's the point? Really? We hate when? No hype for the FF7 remake? None at all? Have you seen anything on it? It looks great. Goldman. Goldman. Where art thou? You're just not interested in playing FF7 again, but it would be a very different experience. Given the problems of the original, like, I feel like there's a lot of reasons to play the remake of FF7. It looks like it's going to be different enough while drawing from the source material. Do I have good data for the Wolf Lord? I might still want to get some more. 33 HP. That's probably really close to being accurate. You're a jerk. $16.29. Okay, this isn't going to be... Man! What? Yeah, the changes to the combat look great. Because they're using, like, their real-time combat just to build your ATB gauge, and then you'll be spending your ATB gauge on things like casting spells and using skills. Alright, we hate one. I'm curious to see what they do with it. I get Wraith information. 36. So 17. Your dick. $28. And he cast heal. We have no idea how much he healed for. The numbers mean nothing. I should have stopped spelled him. It's fine. It's fine. How much do we need for our next level? 5,500? That is definitely 100% happening. Before we get the magic armor. Isn't PSO2 only coming to the Xbone and PCs? They did, yeah, but it's also going to be crossplay. God, they announced crossplay. I'm so happy about that. So happy about that. And I think Xbone and PC localization is pretty good. Like, I'm not going to complain about that. I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet either. I have it on the shelf. It's one of the games Firewolf sent to me. We were getting skunked on Goldmen. I mean, we're still getting some pretty decent cash. But damn. You know? Goldmen are more common on Wyvern Island. Do you mean the Shrine Island to the south of us? I haven't heard anything called Wyvern Island before. Okay. Yeah, you know, come to think of it, that's also where you could find them in 3. Hey, Mel. It's going great. How are you doing? Hey, there's one. Hey, champ. $14. $31. $48. He's dead on the next hit. I'm actually kind of curious what the original strategy guide calls that island. Hang on, let me check. I'm curious. I've missed your other streams lately. Is this the new direction the channel is going? Yes! Yes, it is. Well, it's an experimental direction. The crafting of guides for fans by fans. So this is my grand experiment. What do you think? No. 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 It's just called the Southern Cave, it seems. Does it have a name for... No? No? Nothing? No? Nothing? Southern Cave. That's it. That's all it's called. When are we getting Gamer Dad Advice live? I need, like... That needs to be set up kind of like an AMA. All right, Pit Dude. Later for... Or blah. Thanks for stopping in. I will see you later. Words are so hard. So very, very hard. 18. That was a good hit. I'm going to call you Slugger. 31. Too high. I think we got about as close to their minimum HP as we're gonna get. Still feel like we're making good time. Yeah, ask me anything, not American Music Awards. Have I done an AMA before? I have not! But I found during a couple of the streams I wound up giving dad advice. And somebody suggested doing some gamer dad advice videos. I don't think there's much to do as far as an AMA is concerned for, like, the channel. But if people want to pick the brain of a mid-30s father/gamer for life advice, I'm happy to share. Advice like wear a helmet. Exactly. I've yelled at people for not wearing their bike helmets before. Damned fool. What do we have for Metal Scorpions? That was one hit for 19 damage. Yeah! If I couldn't find a helmet, I'd probably just duct tape a few pillows around my possible kid's head. Would not be very effective. The materials in bike helmets are specially designed, and pillows are actually kind of shit at absorbing impact. Proper road-rated bicycle helmets are designed to be able to take, like, a hit from a car and keep your head safe. They got to be replaced after, you know, any kind of hit, but they're really, really effective at absorbing a singular heavy hit. And protecting your brain. Trauma to the brain is what kills most people in traffic accidents. I refuse to joke about safety, Gabe. Dashing Flames on YouTube says, Dragon Quest and bike helmet safety. Won't find such brilliant content anywhere else on YouTube. I guarantee it, Dashing Flames. So I think once we get the magic armor, we're probably good to go do Garen's Grave. Probably. Probably. Like, technically, we can do it whenever, but I imagine level 13 equipped with magic armor will be pretty well off. Usually I do it before I get the magic armor, but I think we're definitely fine. Wow, stop spell didn't work. That is rare. Owie. It was a big hit. God, his damage is just so varied. In all seriousness, one of my life goals is to start a family of my own. Nothing too big, just a wife and 2 to 3 kids. That's a lot bigger than you might realize. I used to want, like, a ton of kids. Like, I wanted, like, 4 or 5 kids. And then I had 1 kid. And I went, holy crap! And now I have 2 kids. And it's like, holy crap! Hey, Breach, how's it going? The guide making is going slow right now. We're kind of in grinding land. 4 to 5 kids sounds expensive as fuck. Yeah. 1 kid turned out to be expensive as fuck. 2 is just right out. Howdy, Kiba. $13.29. We don't have a good gauge now. Stupid gold man. He's dead. You're the youngest of 4 boys. Ugh. Mel, your parents raised 6. Crap. Oh, man. That must have been a crowded house. Is that a chemistry joke, Breach? Decided to start playing DQ1 while watching, and so far I'm finding it hard to figure out where I should be going. I don't think any of the people said where I should go. So, Kyle, the interesting thing about Dragon Quest 1 is that it doesn't particularly hold your hand. Your best bet, and this is one of the reasons why I'm making this guide, is because compared to modern standards for RPGs telling you what to do, this doesn't really hit any of those notes. The way my father and I got through this when I was a kid was taking notes. Write down things that people say. If somebody says there's a town, if you go north to the coast and then follow it to the west, you might as well go check out that town and see if there's anything interesting there to learn. This is a game about information gathering to find out how to progress. You should already know the goal of the game. Rescue the princess, slay the dragon lord, and retrieve the ball of light. So now it's just a matter of going around and getting information that helps you to progress towards those goals. And as you get information, try and follow up on it. If you find an area is too hard, try leveling up some more, saving for equipment. I hast been promoted to the next level. My power increases, response speed, hit points, magic points. This is a good level. And I hast learnt a new spell. Oh my god, we have return. Oh, I'm so happy. Returns you to Tantagel Castle. But because the game doesn't hold your hand, and because 99% of the world map is available for you to explore at the very beginning of the game, it's a very rewarding game to get through. Lambake says, as a kid, I got stuck trying to make the bridge. Can't remember which half I was missing. Well, that might be part of the problem. You require 3 items to make the bridge. So we got 42 MP. Wow. So 8. Costs 8 magic points. All right, and our core stats. Ooh. Now what we can figure that in when we get there. 46, 48. That was a big level. Man, 63? 64? Return? This is the point in the game where they just start throwing spells at us. Oh yeah, and Mel points out the one NPC that says, beware bridges, danger grows when you cross. Yeah, he's being very serious. Yeah, and the Game Boy Color version is just all around a better version of the game. The caves and dungeons are much more navigable. And the grind is like, it's seriously cut in half. Monsters give way more XP and gold. Compared to what you need in that version of the game. But by and large, you're going to get a very similar experience, just much less grinding. Yeah, the map design in this game is like, that's something that I wish they would bring back for the series. Because as the franchise has gone on from this one, the world map has gotten more and more segmented and more linear, which, I mean, it's helping newer fans get into the series, but oof, ugh, there's things I like about it and things I don't. So we need 7,500 XP for our next level. We only need a little bit more than we need, what, like 2,045 gold? Yeah, 2,045 gold to get the magic armor. Why am I taking the long way? I've got enough HP to tank the swamps. Oh yeah, DQ6 is a good example. DQ6 was, ooh, that game really went back to the old ways of not telling you where to go. Are keys something I have to find or buy, or are they something that's given from doing something like killing? The first key that's given to you in the castle is really the only key that you're going to see for a while. The first... You're going to find them in a hidden shop in a future town. But the good news is, once you find where you can buy magic keys, other places that you can get them kind of open up. Like, you can buy them in Tantagel Castle at the very start of the game. You can't get to the magic key shop without having a magic key. I think most of 6's complications of having such an open map was because it was spread across 2 different world maps. Like, it wasn't enough for them to have one fairly open map, they had to have 2. That you had to travel between, like a maze. DQ7 on the PlayStation was bad about telling you what to do or where to go. No, that one's really not that bad about it. You just really have to be paying attention to what other characters are saying. It's better about it than 6. And one of the big things about 7 is just like, you can't put it down and then come back to it. So if you do put down 7 for a while, you're going to have no idea where to go. Or maybe I'm just strictly remembering the 3DS version of the game. I'll do the PlayStation version on here one day. One day. Yambalaya, what's up, man? How are you doing today? All right, let's go make some money. When you streamed 7 on the 3DS, was that a blind run or had you played it on the PlayStation? I'd put about 30-something hours into the PlayStation version. So it was partially blind. 2/3 blind. This music sounds familiar. Oh, Mario 64, Dire on the Rocks. Got it! That's why. It's Mario 64 music. I agree with that, Breach. The 7 version is really just there, or the PS version of 7 is really just there as a challenge for people who want the older experience. And I think that the same can be said for this version of DQ1. There's really no reason to play it unless you want to, you know, just make things harder on yourself. Or just want to see how things were done when this game came out. Because you also got to remember, like, as grindy as this game is, it's also still one of... I don't even remember that part, Zorganov. I've only played through the entirety of the game once. And it was a long game. There's parts of the game that are definitely, they stand out in my mind. But that little bit right there does not. Well, hello, Breach on YouTube. Yeah, that's why I stream to 2 different platforms. Because one of them is usually being a bitch to somebody. That was a good chunk of gold. I am currently rocking the full plate. We are working on getting the magic armor set. Once I get magic armor, I'll probably move on from this area. Can probably handle the green dragon at that point, too. I don't know, usually I wait until like level 15 to fight the dragon, but I bet it's feasible. I don't know, I might wait until 15 anyways. Yeah, there's like this awkward period between being able to purchase everything in Remoldar and being able to travel to Cantlin. Yep. Tantagel Castle is the only place that you can save. Later on in the game, when you start getting to the further parts of the map, like I just picked up the spell return, which will bring you back there. Fortunately, it doesn't take too long to really get anywhere in this game. The map is pretty well designed, and it's not big by today's standards. It was big by the standards then. But it's actually pretty reasonable getting around in this. The walk to Cantlin is really the only, like, noticeably bad walk in the game. Alright. Just need 1,000 more gold. Come on, 5 gold men in a row. $13 always found as a comfortable level for Green Dragon. Always try to do Axe Knight at 15 to 16. I might put off Axe Knight until, like, I have Flame Sword and, Silver Shield, just to make him as easy as possible. I feel like out of all the fights in the game, that one can go south the fastest. Legend of Dragoon. A PlayStation RPG I have not played. Hey, Gold Golem. Or Gold Man, rather. Can he be stop spelled breach, or is it just like low chance for it? Yes. Yes! Oh, we're getting lucky. Did Firewolf leave? That Firewolf left. This has to be a mix, because I recognize this melody, and I've never played Legend of Dragoon. Like, is it stuck or something? What if I refresh? Nope. Man, I don't know. There's something fucky. There's something fucky about this music. Hey, Doc! Well, the good news is you haven't missed much. There was a level up and a lot of dead monsters. How is Left 4 Dead with Alexiel and Jared? I feel like it's impossible to play Left 4 Dead without something interesting happening at least once. God, we're so close. There is no one there. Unloaded a clip on you accidentally in a safe house. Ha! A full clip. That's either very on purpose or itchy trigger finger. He exited the menu and, quote, it just started going off. It was an accident. The safety was on, I swear. We have it. 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 Yes. Goodbye, Remuldar. We're not going to have to come back here for a while. Well, no, let's actually... We want to get the dialogue from the man in the Southern Shrine. So let's go and get our armor and sleep at the inn. And then we'll see what he has to say. And then we'll pop back to Tantagel. Yeah. Yeah, Kyle. Here's the heal spell. You have 5 MP. Heal costs 4. Dragon Quest is not kind. It gets kinder. After 2, it gets kinder. It gets really mean in 2. And then they ease up a bunch. And they're like, maybe people want a fun game instead of having their teeth pulled out with a pair of pliers every 10 minutes when they're right at the end of the game. Maybe we shouldn't have a mini-boss right before the final boss who can one-shot your entire party on a fairly consistent basis. I'm not bitter. This remains a good place to grind for Flame Sword and Silver Shield. Yes! But also, I would rather also be working toward... Well, I don't know. Because the sooner you get the Flame Sword and Silver Shield, the sooner it becomes feasible to grind on the Axe Knight. And he's the best XP in the game. I hear horror stories about Dragon Quest 2, mainly involving green dragons. I feel like Dragon Quest 2 playing through the original version is like a rite of passage for DQ fans. A lot of people haven't done it. I think that they should, just for the experience. Same as playing through DQ4 on the NES when you're not allowed to control your characters in Chapter 5. There's a lot of interesting things there. All right, so defense power with the full plate is at 60. The full plate gives us 24. So our defense without it is 36. Full plate sells for 1,500, which nobody is surprised about. You have no way to play the NES version? Well, I mean, the good news is that the Game Boy Color version of 2 is still teeth-shatteringly hard. So you're not missing out on too much. But they did rebalance the final boss to be more consistent in the Game Boy Color version of the game. In the original NES version, he could heal himself to full and had infinite MP. So they took away his full heal ability in the Game Boy Color version and instead just gave him way more health. But it actually works out to be much more fair. Because you could just get completely fucked over on the NES version and it would be impossible. Oh, I knew it. Okay, so it has the exact same defensive abilities as the full plate, but decreases damage from spells. Oh, this one does give HP gain? We already stayed at the end, so it's kind of hard to test it. Oh, yeah, Kanik is a little bit less useless in the remakes also, which is nice. In the NES version, he really just felt like dead weight most of the time. End of the game, his only job during combat was to just spam Power Shield. How about this? How about this? Is said to decrease damage from spells. Alright, so we're at 56 HP. 1, 2, 57. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Maybe it's not even 4 steps. Yep, slowly recovers HP. That's one of those things that we're going to have to look to data mining to really confirm that. Because that was the only way that we were able to confirm that the fighter's ring is bugged. Yeah, the damage range of monsters and spells in this is really, really hard to get an accurate idea of how strong they are without data mining. Veras TV! Hello and welcome. Good to see you. We got more people filtering in over on YouTube. Twitch must be buggy as hell today. It has less to do with how talkative you are, Red Mage, and more to do with how many people are actually on YouTube. Usually, Twitch has like 10 times as many viewers as YouTube. And YouTube's got an influx today, so that leads me to believe... What am I doing? Why am I stop spelling you twice? That leads me to believe that Twitch is being a pain for people. Yesterday there was an issue where it didn't send any chat through. It's hard for me to tell because Restream does that like all the time as a feature anyways. Since I'm using Restream, it's kind of hard for me to figure out like, you know, what streaming service is to blame. 39 damage. Sit down. Bad dog. Gasp! A wyvern! A quivern? No, a wyvern. God damn it. We're gonna call this island the Southern Shrine. Ooh, picture. Let us get a picture of this fellow. Boom. Boom. $17. $35. $53? That's a really high number. I imagine it is not that high, but we'll just go with what we have for now. 25, 24, and 75. I just went to Loto's grave, and now I'm confused on where the game expects me to go since it didn't mention where these 3 sages are. Explore, Kyle. Your goal is to, locate these 3 items that those 3 sages are protecting. So now you have an idea of what you need to do. So at this point, it's going to be information gathering to help you complete that goal that has been set before you. You know that somewhere in the world there are going to be these 3 items that you need to obtain. Okay, so 11. That's a better number. God damn it. $23. Better damage this time. 44. That's a much better number. We can still probably get something more accurate. In thy task thou hast failed. Alas, I fear thou art not the one Erdrick predicted would save us. Go now! I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I am a failure. Boy, he gives you nothing to go on. Southern Shrine. An old man who calls you a failure lives here. That's why it's nicknamed the Jerk Cave. I've never heard it called that. Then again, I can't remember the last time I came here without having everything. Return! All right, you know what? Let's try for dragon. What am I doing? Herbs. Well, so you've been at this for a week. More work than you thought, less about what you expected. It's about as expected so far. I think the real thing that's going to break me, like, there's 2 really, really big tasks. And I'm kind of trying to think about the best way to approach it. Well, I know the best way to approach one of them. So one of the big tasks is going to be doing a world map, and I want to do a hand-drawn world map, and I'm going to be doing, hand-drawn dungeon maps. The way I'm going to be doing the hand-drawn dungeon maps is pretty easy, because I'm mapping them out here first, and then it's going to be, real simple to just Why is that there? It's going to be real simple to just, like, you know, screenshot this, throw it into GIMP, put a layer over it, and then I can hand draw on the layer above it. That's easy. What's going to be hard is doing the world map. Because one of the things I'm trying to focus on doing with this guide is I don't want to, like, plagiarize at all. I don't want to use somebody else's information outside of maybe using data mining information to cover the weirdness. Like Fighter's Ring, or what exact effects does the magic armor have? Because there's a lot of rumors and there's a lot of bad information in the game as well. I have almost 2,000 gold. I should probably save before I do this. I am also going to do the world map from memory while drunk when we hit that Patreon goal. Yes, but that's a Patreon goal. But no, for the actual guide, you know, I want to do a nice hand-drawn map, which I think will be a lot of fun. It's just going to be kind of tricky. I could go with the screenshotting method, the way guides used to do, like, maps and things, where I'll take a screenshot, take, you know, what, 8, 9 steps in one direction, take another screenshot and line them up. Breach, your sarcasm is so thick. Breach on YouTube says bad information in NES era RPGs. As a Final Fantasy speedrunner, I can't believe such slander. Yeah, there is no sarcasm indicator needed there. FF1 is a mess. Just a mess. Twitch randomly blocked one of my messages again. Print version include drunk. Oh, should the print version include the drunken version of the map? That could be fun. And if that goal happens before we go to print, yeah, I'll include it. Fine, guys, just keep jumping in front of me and then running away. I'm curious, Breach. You know way more about FF1 than me. Does the Japanese version of FF1 work properly? Or is it, like, are the issues caused by the translation of code? What is the fighter ring supposed to do? The fighter ring is supposed to give you an additional +2 attack power in the same way the dragon scale gives you... Well, let's use an herb. I'm realizing that herbs are actually really, really strong in this game, while heal is really, really weak. Radiant. All right, buddy, bring it on. We are gonna... Okay, so lists. Did I get the dragon in here? I did. Ow! You just opened with fire breath? The Japanese version is even buggier? I've not heard of the 64 stairs. There's a wrong warp glitch exclusive to the Japanese version having to do with RAM overwrite, similar to chest glitch in DQ1. Ha! Ah, game. What a mess. Where can we write this? Let's write this here. Okay. So, 12. Eight. I don't think I'm ready for this fight yet. I think that could have gone better. I should have played more carefully, but holy shit, he was doing a ton of damage. You can soft lock yourself in Castle of Ordeals by taking the wrong teleporters too many times in both versions because of the RAM limitation. I did not know that either. Tempt not the fates. The fates were tempted, I'm afraid. All right, I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'll be back with you guys momentarily. I'm back. Wow, more information about FF1 on the Famicom from Breach. Weapon crits in the NES and Famicom version are based on weapon ID number instead of actual crit value. So Mass Immunity not only has highest damage and accuracy, but highest crit chance. It's not too big of a world map, Kyle. You will probably want to use a map for dungeons, though. Like, the dungeons are very complicated without a map. Waveform says, wait, aren't the stats determined by the name of the character? Yes, that is true. That is something that I'm going to... Nope, it's true in the English version of the game as well. And that is something that I'm going to touch on in the guide and say, you know, your stats are going to vary because names. I'll come up with something in-game, in-universe. That could be a fun series, actually, Breach, where you just go and explore all of the bugs of FF1. Are you telling me the same team that made King's Knight has has code held together by sweat and painter's tape? Alright, some more information for the guide. I think I'm going to highlight stuff that requires a key. Erdrick's armor was hidden long ago. Oh my gosh, I have a phone call. Hang on. It's probably Perry. All right, we back. Yes, I had a phone call. How is everybody? Did I miss anything? Trying to map and talk to Perry at the same time. Abyss, how's it going? It's the best way to do this. It's the best way to do this. Let's go from this corner. Get as many points of reference as possible. That's better. Yes, this is Clocktown. This is definitely Clocktown. Oh, Abyss is over on YouTube side, Doc. The mapping is going at typical mapping pace. Which is fine. Do 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 do. Boom. So we've exhausted that path. Let's head up here. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Ba, ba, ba. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, this is... I hope we have enough space. I mean, I can shift it down. See, I know why thieves are a stain on humanity. It has to do with agility not working at all. Their running skill doesn't work. I don't know why monks should be naked until endgame. Does it increase their speed? Oh, yep. We are going to have to shift this entire thing down. Ah, a droll. How droll. Refuse to stop making that joke in the few games where there are drolls. Shout out to 11 for bringing back the weirdest looking DQ monster. What? Why are you doing that? Stop that. Boom, boom, boom. Just 1 and 2. For thief run when? Their armor when unequipped is equal to their level, but a bug keeps the game from auto-updating the stat unless you look at the status screen and equip screen on level up. Interesting. Oh, yeah, because speed doesn't determine how many hits you get. It's accuracy, right? God, that game is a mess. Okay, so we've run into drolls and poltergeists. I should probably make notes of that. Western Cave. Garen's Grave. Oh, good. Okay, we hit the northern part of this map. That is wonderful news. There we go. Kyle says, while I like the game being open, I'm kind of worried I'm going to miss something important. Like right now I'm at Cole, I'm just walking in a random direction. Now I'm heading south. A lot of the towns will give you information, like vague information on where other landmarks are. And it doesn't take too long to familiarize yourself with the entirety of the map. Again, while the world map was big for its time, it's not like absurdly big. You'll learn it pretty quickly just from exploring, and you're going to spend enough time grinding that you're going to figure it out. That hurt, and I'm unhappy with it. Please die. Radiant is starting to go. Gotta make sure we save enough for, outside also. World map I want to say is 120 by 128. That sounds right. And a lot of that is water. And mountains. Yeah, DQ2 is way larger, but even with DQ2 being way larger, a lot of that world map is ocean. DQ2's ocean is way too big. Hey, Drakima. No, come back. No, stop. Don't. Well, hello there, Coners. What's up? What's up? You're waggling your tail at me. You seem so happy. Hey, a skeleton. How spoopy. Cole, Rimuldar, Western Cave. Garen's Grave. What are you doing, Kona? What are you doing? You need to go out. You're staring at me and breathing heavily. Okay, I need to let the dog out. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. Abyss! Did you call on Tate to break the game while I was gone? Rude. Oh, no, it's fine, Kyle. This is why I'm making a guide, because I love this game. I love this entire franchise, and I'd love for more people to get into it. But the approach to game design has changed so much, and what our expectations are with games and how they're presented to us have changed so much. So it's my hope that this guide is going to help new players like yourself figure out where they're going and what they're doing. Just, a gentle shove in the correct direction. Gasp, a poltergeist draws near. Especially with the ending of Dragon Quest XI having a snippet of this game. Like, I'm sure that DQ11 is going to get people interested in some of the previous titles. Because they did a good job of paying homage to earlier games. Yo, what's up? Praise thy Jeebus. Although I think it's funny that they paid homage to DQ1 and DQ3 and totally ignored DQ2. We've all been spoiled by modern games having in-game maps. We really have. But at the same time, modern games have a tendency to give us third or first person view. Whereas, in the old days, we had that top-down view. And it is much easier to keep your bearings correct with that top-down view. Opinions on the FF7 remake. It looks really good. I'm starting to get a bit hype. Maybe the remake will give us the game that FF7 always deserved to be. Not shit. I'm excited that we're going to spend more time in Midgard, because that was one of my favorite parts of FF7, was just the opening. I think there's a lot to be excited about. Who's calling me again? Okay, I'm back. This is what I was doing for doors, right? Just doing the outline. Like, that's what I was doing. This is the first door that we ran into? Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that is what we're doing. Down to 3 magic keys. Ah. I can pretty much guess how the rest of this goes. Yeah, sorry, I was talking to Perry. I'm muting myself again. Ha ha ha! Near Automata post game. Abyss, you're being ridiculous. Remember that I initially had pretty positive feelings about Nier until I did the post game on it. Let's not ruin another game and make me rant for hours on end. Anyhow, Perry has a question for you guys because this is why I've been busy and on the phone with her. Perry was at a work party today where she met her department head, and she didn't think that anything was going wrong until she got in the car and got stuck thinking at a light and overthought something. And apparently her department head is from North Dakota, and he also mentioned that his entire family is from North Dakota. And what was it you said? It sounds like my fiance, and how his whole family is from Kansas.
When I ever leave each pro tip, don't go to.
Yeah, if you and I ever leave each other, pro tip, don't go to Kansas. And she just made the joke innocently, and now she's freaking out that she made an incest joke at her department head. And is now super concerned that she's going to lose her job come Monday. I'm telling her it's probably nothing. She can talk to her supervisor on Sunday at a barbecue. Kona, will you back off? If she's worried about it. And I'm of the opinion that, yeah, if her supervisor's like, yeah, you might want to clear that up, then she just, send a nice email or go and speak to him in person on Monday. And she's just convinced at this point that she's losing her job. Breach said, I didn't hear it as an incest joke, more as an avoiding the ex's family style joke. See, you're overthinking this. You're overthinking this. Baby, the only reason you're overthinking this is because you've been out of the world for so long, not having to deal with these professional settings. Sweetie, it's okay. I promise you, it is okay. Oh my god. You're not a horrible person. It's okay. You didn't make a dirty joke. You made a joke that could be taken as a dirty joke. And honestly, what jokes can't? We hate when it says seems fine to me. Abyss says you'd have to be pushing it quite a bit to go straight to incest. Breach says, to be fair, I have what I consider to be one of the darker minds I've encountered, and I didn't jump in that direction, so you're probably safe. Abyss was just worried that you'd called him a cheesehead. You know how dirty these people are. Okay? You know the guys in my chat. You know where they'll take things. None of them think that this is a thing. It's fine. Oh my god. They're not just saying it to make you feel better. Would these guys say something just to make you feel better?
It's not you.
Oh. Well, that's mean. Now I'm offended. It's fine, sweetie. You're fine. Everything's going to be fine. Even if he did take it the worst way imaginable, he's probably going to think about it like a reasonable human being and be like, there's like 8 ways you could take this. It's probably not what she meant. Chill. Did you eat while you were at the party? No? Okay.
I don't know what to do. This is my chance.
You didn't fuck it up, baby. Worst case scenario is gonna be like, he's gonna tell your supervisor, hey, reel in your interns. Talk to them about... Sweetie.
I don't even want my supervisor to have to deal with this.
Do you know how many times I've been written up in my professional career? Too many.
Sometimes I've been written up. Hero. 'Cause this is my
Because
first
you
hero
worked
job.
for your family before.
Too hard.
In a metal shop. This isn't too hard. You're just thinking about it too much. It's fine. Worst thing that happens, he doesn't get the joke and avoids small talk with you in the future. Which could be considered a win.
Hopefully the other one- the department head or the-
Just walk it off, baby. Oh, he's a department head from a different department?
Yeah, Paul's my
You're
department head.
really fine then.
I don't know that because he was.
It's
I
fine.
remember if that position had-
You're
I
s-
can't remember the order of the
you're
order
s-
of the-
you're fine. Okay? You're thinking about this way too hard. Okay? You have a tendency of thinking about things until you've determined that you said like the worst possible thing imaginable after social. Whenever we do something social, the next day, what's the first thing you ask me? What's the first thing you ask me? Did I say anything embarrassing yesterday?
Yeah. Can't have you confirm for-
Oh my god.
I only have myself and Jody.
Then talk to them on Sunday at the barbecue. You're fine. Hey, Mystic. How are you? If anything, he might have thought that you flirted with him. I don't know if that's going to make her feel better, Miss. Hey, Kayla. How are you today?
I just talked to his wife.
Fine. His wife's not from North Dakota, is she?
That's my entire
Relax. Sweetie. Sweetie. Oh my gosh.
hear from like 5 different.
Okay, hear it from Jessica and Megan. Breach. uh. I finished the outer rim of this place, and suddenly the encounter rate has just like freaking spiked. I'm sorry to hear that, Mystic Queen. Yeah, sometimes the best you can do is just power through. Oh, tough warlock. He just tanked 27 damage to the face in cloth armor. This track does sound familiar. What is this? Super Mario RPG. And here comes some cool spot. Back when 7-Up had a mascot who was in a video game. The 90s were a weird time for gaming, kiddos. Look up Yo Noid sometime if you're too young to know what Yo Noid is. Avoid the Noid. Hey, Firewolf went to the exact same spot I did. Not sure how that makes me feel. Remake of Cool Spot when? Somebody get in touch with 7-Up. If you had a mascot, they had a game. Chester Cheetah, Spot, the Noid, mascots got games. Or, in McDonald's case, they just made up a couple of characters. Remember the McDonald's game? Yes, what? Yeah, MC Kids? Holy shit, I loved MC Kids. That was a great game. Was never able to beat it. It got hard. Oh man, that game got really hard. I don't remember one on the Genesis. I had the one on the Nintendo. I forgot that this dungeon's theme is stairs. Stairs. Oh yeah, California Raisins definitely got a game. Yep, I remember that. It actually came up on a Reddit game collecting thread once. Somebody was like, did I have a fever dream about this? Or was there a game about raisins who played music? If Bubsy can get a remake so I can Cool Spot. I can't believe that Bubsy got a remake. Out of all the games that you make, out of all the mascots you try and bring back, why Bubsy? So, do I want to... You know, I probably want to go from the outside edge. Thinking about this rationally. The remake is getting a sequel? Why? Who bought it? Did they just spend little enough money making it that it still managed to turn a profit? If a game that was made for $15 makes $16, I guess that's profitable? Well, you know what? Let's go from top left corner, just on the... No! I wasn't paying attention! Please wake up. Please wake up. Hey! That could have gone much worse. Stairs. All right. Duplicate. B3. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. B2. 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 Did I accidentally put B4 right there? I sure did. I sure did. Bum bum ba da da dum. Da 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 ba da dum. Reset the fill color. Oops. All right. Starting with D. Let's just throw you right here. Was that? That's H. That goes to B4. Hey, Sai, have you ever played Final Fantasy Adventure on Game Boy? You mean the original Saigan Densetsu? I played a little bit of it when a friend brought it to school, but that was the extent of my experience. Over here. Bum bum ba dun dun. Bum bum ba ba bum bum. Bum bum ba ba bum bum. Ba 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 dum. Ba ba bum bum. Ba 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 bum. Do 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 do. Apparently we need to shift this over just a little bit more. Fine, I'm sure we've got plenty of room. Did we hit the wall on this? We finally hit the wall on this. Great news. I can assume that that is there. A Druid Lord. Ooh. Not too much damage. 13. He knows hurt. $24. Ah, you're kind of a bitch, aren't you? Guess who's gonna get stop spelled next time we run into him? Well, odds are his heal isn't any better than mine, so I'm still outpacing him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please die now. Okay, thanks. Alright. Alright, later, Kyle. Oh, 20 and 72. Back to map. Cursed belt found. Yeah, Mizu, Twitch has apparently been having drops. Oh man, it would mean so much to me if you monsters would stop attacking. Oh, hey, Wolf Lords. Oh, hey! Some Secret of Mana. For everybody enjoying Secret of Mana again. These long hallways can be tricky, so I'm gonna keep track of everything interesting I come across. Alright. So, these are definitely B2 stairs. I don't want to write in which ones they are, even though logically it would be stairwell E. Things don't always line up, because if it did, stairwell H would be up here. Do. Ooh, a specter. Oh, fuck. $30. So maybe in the range of 45. We might be overshooting by a fair bit. 18 and 53. Oh wait, we have a ton of herbs. Do we even have a ton of torches? No, we have a torch. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna go check on Perry real quick, guys. Yeah, she's fine. Twitch is investigating issues of streamers connecting to the wrong servers. So methinks it connected you to, like, Twitch Southeast Asia instead of Western US. I don't use the automatic one, though. I always specify the one in Dallas, because that's the one that I'm geographically closest to. Okay, so that's 5 across. Oh, hey, it's a Droll Magi. Let's just open with Stop Spell. Ah, dick. I went first. Alright. So. Roll Magi. Stop Spell. Garen's Grave. $15. $33. 22 and 78. Worst enemy in this game? It's Star Wyverns, probably. Star Wyverns can fuck right off. $20. Oh, 35. Yeah. That's way better information. Perry's fine. She's talking to one of her friends on the phone, who is also reconfirming everything that we've said. Alright, later, Doc. Say hi to Wovey for me. Were red dragons the hardest type of dragon? Yes. I want to say that they were harder than the blue dragons. And only showed up on the bottom floor of Charlock. Okay, so... Man, so many new monsters down here. Is this Elder Scrolls? Sounds like Elder Scrolls. we're gonna cast Stop Spell because probably need to. Ho 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 ho! Whoa! Hang on there, you. Holy shit. $18. $35. Probably dead. 46. Probably has less than that, but let's be real. That was terrifying. Oh my god, where did that damage come from? Like, I thought I was going to be, you know, too high of a level to make the grave interesting. And then he swoops in like, hey, what's up, bitch? Here to ruin your life. With my sword in your face. What am I doing? Oops. No. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. That's what we want. I don't think Demon Knights are in here. Aren't they more of a Charlock or Cantland thing? Hey, it's another Druid Lord. Okay, so let's stop spell so we can get an accurate reading on your HP. $15. $26. We're gonna go too high. That might actually be pretty close. 38. Did anyone play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses? Was that the one on the PS2 that was kind of a weird strategy game? Okay, so I'm kind of curious. Where do these stairs go? Alright, so the mystery stairs are actually stairs F. Boom. No! Okay, he cast sleep. It's fine. Everything's fine. $15. Not worth counting. The Spectres have had a very solid amount of XP and HP. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. God damn it. Well, let's go double check that one, because I'm pretty sure we all know where it goes, but let's test it, because we want this guide to be as accurate as possible, while still being, you know, not just a vomit of data. Why is the dog barking? It makes no sense to me. He's just barking for no reason. Surprise! Alright, so that's stairs C. Actually, you know what? That leaves your E. Let's go from E. No, I guess we don't need to go from E, because our bearings are correct right now. Gas, Beowulf Lord. Alright. Stop that. Radiant. Oh, we totally need to go over to E. Let's put you to sleep. Ooh, we're starting to get kind of low on MP, actually. $15. 27. Please, no! $35. Okay, maybe he does have... That's too much. That's not going to be useful to us. Alright, I'm going on mute again. Alright, we're back. Yes, I'm still in Garen's grave. How's the guide coming along? It's coming along well, I think. Especially considering there's only one more dungeon after this. There's not a lot of dungeons in this game. What's up? No, the towns aren't as big an issue to map. Okay, so let's continue from E. Yeah, let's continue from E. Yeah. Yeah, Charlock is going to be a pain in the ass to map. Also, getting all the monster data in there is going to suck. There's so many fights in there I would rather just run away from. Because they suck. That was a very short-lived Radiant. I wonder if it's based on number of steps? Probably based on number of steps. Oh, hey, look at that. Did not get... what we need. So... oh, wait, this is totally the right way, isn't it? No, let's go one floor at a time. I'm in no rush. We're not playing the game to beat it. I've beaten this game before. Plenty of times. Hey, Droll Magi! Hmm. 26. And we already have them at 33. Soccer asking, ready for a joke. I'm always ready for jokes. Throw me that joke, Soccer. Oh, hey, another Druid Lord. Let's also stop spell you. Wow, 28. They're glass cannons, I guess. Two blondes living in Oklahoma were sitting on a bench talking. One blonde says to the other, "Which do you think is farther away, Florida or the moon?" The other blonde turns and says, "Hello, can you see Florida?" Huh? Huh? I'm sorry, Soccer. I expected more from you. Well, Soccer usually posts pretty clever stuff. What? What's a strong assumption? What? Which one? This one right here? I haven't done anything with it. This? These? What? These? It's all... oh, this right here? This opening here? I haven't confirmed that that opening exists yet. I'm mapping the walls, not the floor. Kona, I need you to go lay down. Go lay down.
I know.
That's 40 damage, which I definitely know is... Okay, there we go. Oop. That is the information I needed. Now, we also have 4 over. By taking stairs G. More stairs going down. Let's verify that. Yep, that is fine. It is... Yeah, okay, I know what's going on. It's gonna be right here. That is where it's going to be. Right there. Also, ew, Wraith Knight. Oh, fuck. Now please sleep. Please? That hurt, man. I need you to stop that. Please. No. I'm just getting terrible RNG right now. Shit. Where are these guys at? 46 health. Safe. One Wraith Knight. I'm blowing through all my herbs. Well, I suppose that's important information to learn. They know heal. Good to know. That was rough. I've killed a couple of them so far, and none of them have been like that. Yes, sweetie, you're not going to lose your job. And even if you did, of course I will still love you. I'm not in this for the money. Doesn't. You're fine. Everything's gonna be fine. You'll see. How often do you stress over things and then everything turns out fine? Every time. Every time, all the time. Without fail. Oh, it was Firewolf. I thought you had left, actually, Firewolf, but yeah, no, it's... Rumors of your absence are... exaggerated. Stock up on magic keys again, and then I'm gonna save, and we are gonna go make dinner, so I'll be ending the stream. We're still playing games with Megan tonight. Jesus, it's almost 8. I'll see thee later. We're gonna hit level 14 before we're done in here. Alright, folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.